Manti Te'o, cast of Good Morning Football on NFL Network, debating the Browns quarterback position for 2024.
You get into a situation where you invested so much money into a player and it's not working out, and you're just hoping and praying that all of this money just listen. Myles Garrett isn't getting younger. Nick Chubb isn't getting younger. Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, David Njoku. You have the supporting cast to be really, really good. Year in and year out, you have a defense that just dominates the NFL football game. But your quarterback hasn't been able to produce like how you're hoping them to. So in this situation, it's just one of those things where, hey, it was something that we were hoping worked, but it hasn't. Let's move on. Let's take advantage of what we have, and the window is now. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, Do you agree? I hear you. Huh?
Do you agree?
I don't agree to move on from Deshaun Watson. I'm probably one of the very few people that still believes in Deshaun Watson. I know we have not seen, Deshaun Watson play in, more than 6 games since 2020. I mean, and that's when he was playing at a high level. Obviously, there's been off-the-field issues. There's been injuries. And this could be the very first year we see that. Like, he could be a candidate for the comeback player of the year. I truly believe they've got all the weapons around him.
Fred, I can understand people questioning. It's been a couple of years, but he's been hurt. And I think this is really the thing that I think is going to enable Deshaun Watson to be as good as he can be. They're finally not asking him to do play action, and they're going to play to his strengths, which I don't think they did the first couple of years.
Well, there's no question it's an unknown. That's why they, went out and brought in Ken Dorsey. Alex Van Pelt, to move on from him was a very tough decision for Kevin Stefanski because he was close with him, but just felt that they needed somebody that knows how to deal with a mobile quarterback and that ran a system similar to what he ran in Houston. It didn't work in the limited sample in the first 2 years. But again, he played 6 games coming off an 11-game suspension his first year. Never really got going. Last year, we all know, the injury started, stopped. I still think if he'd have stayed on the field, I think he would have been fine. So that's what it's all about. I've been saying it ad nauseum, writing it, that it's all about him staying on the field. This team does not need him to come out of the gate playing at an elite level to win. They have an exceptional defense, and they have a good offense. Joe Flacco, nothing taken away from him, stepped into a good offensive situation and flourished. It's on Ken Dorsey, Kevin Stefanski, and that was their task, to allow Deshaun Watson to flourish. If he stays on the field, I think he can play average to above average at best, or at least. And last year, quarterback play with 5 different quarterbacks, they got to the playoffs and were 11-6. If they can get to the playoffs with just average quarterback play, then you have a chance. For the Browns to go deep, to win it all, Watson is going to have to play much better than average. He's going to have to play top tier, top 10 or 12, but down the stretch. Let's give him the season, get him ready. If he never gets it going all year, then you start questioning things. But I'm confident he's going to have a good above average year. That's not what they brought him in for. But I think that if he just plays in the top half of the NFL rankings among quarterbacks, the Browns will be in a great shape. They'll make the playoffs, and then they'll have a chance to win it all. And that's when he needs to play his best.
Yeah, and the one thing with a really good defense, don't turn the ball over. We saw how that turnovers will kill a really good defense.